let's go. Dick, woo, dick, right, dick, dick, they can't even pass on me. I walk around with all the damn ass on me. Yeah, dick, dick, yeah, dick, dick. They can't even pass on me. I walk around with all the damn ass on me. Okay, now face down, ass up. That's the way I like to fuck. Puss doesn't.
Hello everyone, it's your girl LP, aka London Paris, and we are back with another episode of Welcome to London Paris.
What's going on with you, Lizette? How you doing?
It's our first episode, and I got my drink ready to go.
You know what I mean? Jane don't know the man going crazy.
I'm just really proud of it. I'm getting a lot of good, great feedback.
So when I was in the group Dream, I was a teenager. We were surrounded by a lot of toxicity. So
All help. You don't have to explain as to why you didn't do, or why you didn't do this, or why you didn't do that.
and it was because of my husband standing there as my pillar of strength. That would be, the ultimate is to have my life back.
Hello family and welcome back. My guest that we have on the show with us today is Yella. How are you doing, baby? How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I am doing good. It's finally nice to meet you for the first time.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So we're gonna get right into the questions. You know, telling the culture about who you are as a music artist in the industry. My first question that I have for you, Yella, how did you get your name?
You see what I'm doing right now? I literally made a stop just so I can do this, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but long story short, how I officially got the name Highway Yella, I was living in Florida at the time, and I ended up having to leave to come back to Texas, and I had a little week to do it. So within that time, I just said, you know, I didn't want to come back to Texas that fast, so I took me a quick trip to Atlanta. I stopped there. Then I left from there, went to Memphis. Then I left from there and went to Detroit. I have family in Detroit. And when I left Detroit, I went to Chicago. And while I was in Chicago, this random girl hits me up on Snapchat. Never met her, never knew of her, nothing. And she was like, Yella, Yella boy, see, they called me Yella boy at that time. This is like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
My old rap name is Yella boy. So she was like, once you come to Milwaukee, man, we mess with your music. I was like, oh yeah. So I looked up Milwaukee and seen Milwaukee one like an hour and 45 minutes or something like that. So I went. So when I got up there, like they literally treated me with royalty, like rolled out the red carpet and everything.
That's
I goes
amazing.
in this club and they playing my music. The music I had out at the time. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. Like people way up here listening to Yella. So, you know, I enjoyed that moment. You know, we drinking, shooting pool, stuff like that. And the girl that had me come up there, she buzzed out and say, I'm going to start calling you Highway Yella because you hit the road all the time. I'm like, nah, man. And at the time, I just thought it was corny. So
Yeah.
I didn't think nothing of it. So when I finally left Milwaukee, it's like -20 or something. Snow and ice on the ground. You know, we from the South. We ain't used to that.
Wait.
So I'm headed back to Louisiana to my mama's house. I'm on my way to stop and see my mama, and I stop in Missouri, and I got some gas. So by the time I done sobered down a little bit, but that was the only thing I could really remember was that girl took calling me Highway Yella. So I'm like, man, I said Highway Yella got a nice little ring to it.
Yeah.
So I made a little post on Facebook and Instagram, and was like, man, what y'all think about this Highway Yella? And I already had the logo made.
Yeah.
Everybody was rocking with it. So from that day forward, you know what I'm saying? It's like it was like ever since I changed my name to Highway Yella, like everything just changed. Like everything changed. Like my music started doing better. Then a couple months later I ended up with Swisher House. So that's how the Highway Yella name came about.
That's awesome. So you got history behind your name. Yeah. That's amazing. Okay then. So who is Highway Yella? tell the fans to describe yourself to the fans. Who is Highway Yella?
Man, Highway Yella is a father, son, grandson. Man, a new wave of this Swisher House, man, is coming down. Ain't dead the movement. You know what I'm saying? When you listen to Pimp C and Too Short and Bone and Twister and put them all together, you get Highway Yella. Cause that's how I'm coming, just like that, for real. Not to mention the old, not to mention the old Swisher House and the old Screwed Up Clique. I gotta pay homage to them because that's the main music I grew up on. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you hear my music, you hear that influence a lot.
Yes, we do, most definitely, and I could hear it throughout your whole music career.
Yeah.
So, and I did my research on you too, and did you work with Pimp C, or you guys are like affiliated?
I never worked with Pimp C. It's just the fact that when it comes to music, Pimp C is my favorite everything.
Got you.
Man, yeah, so I can't find my glasses at the moment, but
No,
here they go. Hold on, here they go. This is why they think I'm Pimp C. So you probably can tell a little bit, but you can't tell like right now. When I put these on.
Yes, honey.
Yeah.
Yes. Period.
And then I had met his wife, his kids, and they all said the same thing. They think I'm a lost family member or something like that. Like for real. Yeah.
You're part of the family, huh? Just from a different mother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's an honor to meet his family, though. Like especially like you're inspired by him. So that's an honor.
Yeah,
sure.
a lot of people get that misunderstood, trying to say I'm trying to be like him and stuff like that. Man, no, it ain't that. It's just that that's my favorite rapper. He influenced me the most out of everybody. So
Yeah.
of course that's what comes out, and I can't help to look. I always wore glasses like this, just like him.
Yeah, most definitely. You are you. Even though you look up to him, you're still you. You're still putting out your image and who you are as a music artist. So I totally understand you. So the third question I have to ask you, what first got you into music?
Well, what made me say I wanted to be a rapper was back when I lived in California when I was young, and my daddy had a Too Short on 8-track.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he had Too Short on 8-track, so of course I couldn't cuss. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So I rapped the words and blurred out the cuss words, but then I heard Pimp C, then I heard UGK, then I started hearing Bone Thugs and Harmony and Twister and stuff like that. I said, man, I want to be a rapper. So, but at the time, you know, where I'm originally from, it's a small town, Haynesville, Louisiana, population like 2,500. So, you know what I'm saying? If you wanted to do anything there, you try to do music, ain't nobody gonna hear you. There wasn't no outlets back then, wasn't no Facebook, wasn't no Instagram back then, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't had no way of getting around like that then. So I've always rapped. But it was like after when I graduated high school, that's when I started trying to take it serious a little bit.
That's awesome. So what is your very first track you ever recorded?
Player Post.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know it word for word, and I'm actually in the works of remaking. I made I want to say it was a 7-track EP. Back when I was 14, when I was 14 years old, we recorded it on a karaoke machine. You had to one take Jake everything, the hook and all that.
Wow.
And from that tape right there, like I'm in the works, and that song Player Potion was on that same tape. So I'm in the mix. I'm in the works of remaking that now. I'm gonna bring it all back. But that was my very first song, Player Potion.
Yeah, that's amazing that you're tapping back into your old music and remaking it for your fans. That's amazing.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
So how would you describe your music in a creative way? Like, how would you describe your creativity?
Man, my creativity is crazy. Probably different than most artists because, I mean, I can write in the studio. That's only if I'm doing a song for somebody on the spot or something like that. But man, the only way I can really get it out is if I'm sitting right here behind the steering wheel. Like every song has been like that. Every song.
Yeah, you always, as a music artist, because I'm a music artist myself, and it's important to get into your own element. You know what I mean? Like, because it helps you focus more. It helps you write how you want to write. And I'm a big fan of like writing music not for the people to help to be interested, but write in your own way. Because I see a lot of artists do that these days. They write because they think people will want to hear it. No, like write how you, express yourself through your music. That's how I.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you do that very well. Like you express yourself in your music, and I like that. And I don't like listening to music where it's just the beat. No, I want to hear your lyrics because that's what matters. That's what matters to people. I want to relate to what you're saying.
Yeah, now these days, that's what it is. Like people ain't listening to the music as much. It's more about the beat. And all that. That's my goal with music, period, man. Is try to bring the relevance of real hip hop back. You know what I'm saying? I can rap off any beat. I ain't gotta these newer rappers, don't get me wrong, I listen to some of them. Most of them can't rap off but one type of beat. You feel me? So I can rap off any beat, no matter what it is. I can rap off a telephone ring. Like that's just how cold I am. I can rap off anything.
Yeah, and that's what makes you a real artist. When you can go off with any beat, because a lot of people call themselves artists, but like soon as a beat come on, they can't even rap or sing to it. You can't be scared. Do your thing.
No, I've never been scared to rap.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, so for artists that are watching you and that would like to be in your position, what are some of the strengths that they will need to help them take them to the next level? Like take them from being a good artist to a great artist?
Man, first and foremost, you got to be yourself.
Yes.
Because you trying to be somebody else on a song, like it's not gonna work. I mean, you got people that's literally watching, waiting to prove you wrong. You know what I'm saying? So you get on the song talking about killing people and shooting people. You got people from where you from, like, oh man, that dude ain't did none of that. He was a square. You got dudes that rap about getting women all the time and can't nobody vouch for that. You know what I'm saying? So, first and foremost, man, be yourself. And you know what I'm saying? And the main thing I'm really big on, I really like to hang out with people that I know for a fact that does it on their own. You feel me? Like, I ain't let nobody give me nothing my whole career. Maybe that's why it took me so long. I don't know. But that is me. Ain't nobody gave me nothing. Ain't nobody gave me no money. Ain't nobody put me in the studio. Like, I did everything you see, I did it myself. Like, the whole Michael Wise Swisher House. Of course, Michael Wise give me game. He put me in places I should be. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's supposed to do as my mentor, as me being his artist. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, everything I've done by myself. So I advise every artist that does anything, not even just an artist, no matter what it is that you do. You feel me? If you can do it on your own, do it that way. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of artists. I don't knock them, but there's a lot of artists that got investors and sponsors. I mean, that's cool. Don't get me wrong, because if somebody threw a bag at me, I'm going to take it too. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to, if it happened that way, I'm not going to put it out there like, oh, yeah, I just did it on my own when I knew somebody put the bag behind me. You know what I'm saying?
Understood. Yeah.
And them the things that I really...
And people's not gonna do you how you do yourself as an artist either. Like, and if you are gonna build a team, make sure you build a team that understands you, that gets your music, and don't change who you are as an individual. Like, you know what I mean? And I understand, because I'm all about originality myself. Like, don't put out this music being somebody that you're not. Be you. If you haven't shot a dude at a dude before, don't rap about it. If you haven't sold drugs in a day of your life, don't rap about it, because you're putting an image out for the world to see that it's fake. And I don't believe in fake shit. I believe in being real, being you as an individual. Bring you to the table, because people will respect that more.
And third, most important, man, when you an up and coming rapper, man, you can't. This word called genuine that people don't really just know about. Don't pay attention to, man, because especially when you start making a wave, man, everybody want to be your friend. You got other rappers that thinking just because you cool with them, you supposed to do stuff for free and all that type of thing, man. So you can't expect for the next person that come across you to be like you. And that been one of my biggest problems throughout my whole career, thinking the next man is on the level that I'm on, is capable of doing what I'm doing, and it ain't really like that. So they either trying to, most people, I ain't gonna say everyone, because there are some genuine people that did business with me and we still could be friends. But a lot of that don't mix, you know what I'm saying? So you can't mix business with friends. But that's kind of how me and Michael Watts became, you know, what we are today, because it started off as business, you know, and it was business for a long time. I didn't know who Michael Watts. I've been literally dealing with Michael Watts for over 10 years. People think this just happened. Like, no, I was really around him for almost over 10 years before he finally blessed me.
Wow, that's amazing. So you guys created a bond.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, and like you said, it's hard to come across a lot of genuine people in this industry, and when you do, hold on to them for sure. Like you don't need. But at the end of the day, nobody should even expect any handouts. Nobody owes you nothing in this industry. As like,
people don't know that.
Yeah, you gotta have tough skin, like you do. And I have learned that as an up and coming female artist myself. You gotta have tough skin in this industry, or you're gonna fall.
Yeah, for sure.
You're gonna fall. So we're gonna go on a commercial. We're gonna go on a break, and we will be right back with Highway Yella.
Do you have a specialty like that you prefer, or is it just like you said, a feeling, just across the board when we talk about the youth?
It's a feeling. It's life and a feeling, just everything. Everything all in one.
Yeah, man. Frank Stickles is my artistry name. Definitely, I've been doing music for a long time. Putting work in the game. I work with my cousin. That's my business partner. My cousin 2K Camp. We've been doing music we would just make hits, you know. We would just make things that would just bang, you know, and that just win. And I'm doing a lot right now. Right now, I'm in Tony. I'm singing. I'm with Dwayne Wiggins. I'm about to leave with him in 4 days. We got DC, so we about to do DC this weekend coming up. Doing a lot. I have a lot going on, you know. My father's movie I'm working on. Filmo Slim's movie, you know. It's a lot going on. The Vivica Fox move was awesome, thanks to my boy Al Shabazz. He's the one that shot the movie for Vivica and paid him out his pocket. Paid her out of his pocket. I was always making music on the side though, you know. You know, with Bobby Brown. Shout out to Bobby, I just talked to him yesterday. So it's like, it's a lot we got going on. A lot. You know,
yeah.
You know,
We glad y'all can take time out to come through and let the people know, you know, especially since we talk about y'all so much and push y'all, so for y'all to come through and now people get to see you and get the vibe and the flavor.
Yeah, this is me, man.
And direct
the party's on and off, you know.
We are back with my guest, Highway Yella. How do you feel that the internet impact the entertainment industry?
Oh,
yes,
man, the internet, man, it was a gift and a curse. Yes, because before the internet, man, you could be out the trunk selling CDs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now you got the internet and the streaming and all that. I mean, it helps, But at the same time, if that's what you used to, going out the trunk, going hand in hand, actually being in the streets, it's kind of harder, you know what I'm saying? But that part of me never left. I still do that. I still sell CDs and all that. So, but you know, when me being an older guy, I had to adapt real quick. The internet has helped a lot. The internet helped my fan base and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. Yeah, and honestly, like I feel like the entertainment industry for me hasn't impacted in a negative way on the internet, because a lot of people are not being themselves in this entertainment industry either, because of trends and all of those things. You know what I mean? Like, people are not being themselves. They're forgetting about where they came from as artists. You know, never forget where you came from, no matter what you're doing.
Yeah, a lot of people be hiding their personality from their internet, boy. They somebody else on this internet.
Yeah, just to go viral. Yeah, just to go viral.
Yeah, I'm totally against that. Totally.
Me too. Most definitely. So what accomplishments do you see yourself achieving in the next 10 years?
The next 10 years, my whole clique gonna be rich. The whole highway gang gonna be rich. You know what I'm saying? The whole highway gang gonna be rich. You feel me? I got plans, like major plans. A lot of them I can't talk about, but you know what I'm saying? That's one plan, one of the main ones for sure. I'm talking about the whole gang, you know what I'm saying? I'm building an empire, and besides this whole Swisher House thing, I got my own thing. You feel me? And that's the best thing about being a part of the whole Swisher House, that Watts allows me to still do what I really do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's 10 years, the whole highway gang gonna be rich.
Yeah, most definitely. And you can do that. You can achieve anything that you put your mind to, King. You just got to keep pushing for it. And when you wake up in the morning, that should be the first thing on your mind, is the goals that you want to achieve. You can do it. Yeah.
It's going to happen. I'm speaking to existence. It's going to happen.
Yeah, you got to. You got to speak positivity over your life. Yeah. So what would you like to say to your supporters and the people that's watching right now?
Man, to all my supporters, man, I always say, man, if you supporting Highway Yella and this whole Highway Gang campaign, man, you are supporting one of the best things ever, man. And I highly appreciate you, man. Because I said, man, my mama told me when I was born, I was the chosen one. And I never understood that for a long time. But now, that's why I said, man, you really support Highway Yella, you really own to something. And I ain't just bragging and boasting, I'm being honest. Cause man, there's a lot of like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to speak on negative stuff so much, but man, like I said on 37, when I first noticed there was a word called hate, man, like that hit different, man. Every time I listen to 37, when I say that, cause that's real. That hate is so real, but that love be fake.
Yes,
so, yeah, you really down with Highway Yella, man. I highly appreciate you, man, because I know every other day somebody changed their mood about me because of me being me, and I can't be mad at them for that. I just keep it moving.
Yeah, most definitely. And when you're the chosen one, you're gonna go through a lot in life, not just in your music, but in life, because you are the chosen one. And they see the calling on your life that God has for you, and people get intimidated by that. That's why. They see what God has for you. So you're gonna go through warfare, you're gonna go through a lot of things, but you still continue to stay solid. You continue to stay Highway Yella, because a lot of people love you out here. Like I've been following you for a minute. I'm like, this guy is amazing. I love the way you move. You're very positive. Like you're very motivative. Like you're an awesome impact to this music industry. And I, as a female artist, appreciate you.
Oh man, that's love. That's love.
Yeah, most definitely. You got my support. So I can't let you get out of here without telling the fans and your supporters where they can find you on all social media platforms.
Everything Highway Yella, and I mean I'm everywhere, literally. You type in Highway Yella on a Christian Mingle site, I might pop up. That's how cold it is, for real. Everything Highway Yella.
Yes, awesome. So we are about to get out of here, family. And thank you for coming into the show, Highway Yella. I really do appreciate you and your time that was given to my show. And we will see you guys on the next episode next Tuesday. Peace.
December of 2016, that's the last time we saw. We did an intervention tape. And the intervention would show more detail about what was going on, how Jocelyn looked. She didn't look like herself. She looked like she had lost around she weighed about 90 pounds. And Jocelyn was roughly average about 120, somewhere like that. Wow. She looked totally different. And it really tore my heart up to see my daughter look that way.
You think you've heard the truth? You think you know it all? But you haven't heard anything until you hear Tim Savage's side of the story. On the next Let's Talk with Big Wall and Lizette, we sit down with Timothy Savage, Jocelyn's father, to get his side of the story. Be sure to tune in. Is there anything you want to say to your daughter?
Yeah. One thing I want to say to my daughter.
What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Lady Luck, and I'm here with the homie Big Wall, and you are now tuned in to Address the Culture, where we're addressing everything in the culture. Keep it locked.
Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture, huh? Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture, huh? Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture, huh? Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture. We gon' talk about it. Come address the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come address the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come address the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come and address the culture, huh?
Young and AZ, man. Stay tuned in, man. We just getting started, man. We addressing the culture.
Addressing the culture. I'm addressing the culture.
You know what I'm saying? Darren, the big dog, he's the plug.
And I never forgot the first lesson.
No.
I was really... so,
before you take your legs away.
Yeah, before he struck me here everywhere, then demonstrated me that you have not the legs, so you need the then. But yeah. In that moment, I understood that my Wing Chun was good, but not so good, you know. San Miguel Eskrima is a secondary style. Okay, in reality, secondary style of Eskrima of God.
The duck egg?
The duck eggs, yeah. You didn't eat the balloon? You didn't.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please. One time and no more. One time and no more. You know. After eating the eggs in the Philippines, now I have another problem here in Italy too. You know, I need to defend the bar on the beach of Sardinia Island, and a lot of families, very small families working in this bar on the beach. But the European guys wanna put the hands on the on the Sardinian beach. So for me, yeah, I need to defend them, but I cannot use a scream at that time. So.
It's 64 boy.
Scratch.
Van of the people. That's right. Van of the people.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's what we're talking about, you know. It is. Right.
Fan of the people, baby. I'm here.
Fan of the people.
I'm so glad to be here. Big Wall, peace, Doc. I love y'all, man.
Why are you choosing to represent the people of Southern Illinois?
Well, my reasons are twofold. First of all, I found out that we don't have a dog in the fight right now. If we didn't take this opportunity, take this write-in opportunity to get on the ballot, the Democratic side and the independents wouldn't have somebody that they could support in the race at all. Just by saying, oh, he's a liberal, but think about the word liberal is really like the word liberate, which means to free, right? But if you think about somebody that's conservative and you say they're conservative, you mean that they want to conserve something. So they want to save something. Those aren't bad characteristics on either part, whether you want to liberate and free somebody or if you want to be conservative and save somebody. I think that we all trying to do the right thing.
Right.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Dick, woo, dick, right, dick, dick, they can't even pass on me. I walk around with all the damn ass on me. Yeah, dick, dick, yeah, dick, dick. They can't even pass on me. I walk around with all the damn ass on me. Okay, now face down, ass up. That's the way I